What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? And what's good? We are going to look into something that I actually didn't think there's going to be much news today. I had a few things lined up, but something fell from the sky, and we have Fat Joe. And I don't really care for Fat Joe. Don't like Fat Joe. Never will like Fat Joe because I think he's a liar. I think he's a bully, or at least used to be a bully, and I don't like Mexican people or Latino people saying nigga. So this one right here, I'm happy to say if it's true. If it's not true, then we'll just talk about it. But as you can see right here, it says Fat Jew is being sued by a former hype man for allegedly forcing him to partake in over 4,000 sex acts. Along with claims Fat Joe had sexual relationships with minors. June 19th, which was yesterday, Terrence Dixon fired back at the Terror Squad leader. Let's look at Terrence Dixon. Terrence Dixon. Terror Squad. Let's go Fat Joe. Sex trafficking. Goodness gracious. So Terrence Dixon's his former hype man. Are there pictures of this man? Gotta look everybody up, bro. I'm assuming this is him. Ah, crap. It won't even let me zoom in. We'll pull that up in a second. Terrence Dixon, Fat Joe's hype man. Who is Terrence Dixon, ex-hype man who filed lawsuit against rapper Fat Joe? This guy right here is Fat Joe's hype man or former hype man who is suing him. He's not. His name is not widely known outside music circles until recently. He's coming to the spotlight after bombshell lawsuit. Let's see. Let's see. Lawsuit claims that Fat Joe coercive labor exploitation, financial fraud, sexual manipulation, violent intimidation, and psychological coercion. Specifically, Dixon claims Fat Joe forced him to participate in over 4,000 sex acts to maintain his standing within the enterprise. That's crazy. Even if there wasn't no minors involved, that's crazy. You gotta fuck if you down for the squad. Dixon also accused Joe of being in multiple sexual relationships with minors in exchange for money. Joe allegedly purchased a BBL for a 15-year-old girl. Joe threatened Dixon and his family if he went forward with these claims. He is seeking $20 million. His attorney, Tyrone Blackburn. Let's look up Tyrone Blackburn. Oh shit! This is his area. He does legal areas of practice, sexual assault, sexual harassment, employment law. He's the guy for this stuff. Let's look at his Instagram. So this is a lawyer of Mr. Dixon, Terrence Dixon, who is Fat Joe's former hype man. This is the lawyer of him. Did he post anything about this recently? This might be old. When was this posted? A long time ago. Huh. What? Hold on, bruh. Because this comment says 7 weeks ago. But, hold on. Tyrone Blackburn. This was posted on May 1st. This is about Fat Joe? Okay, I'm a yeah, this is about Fat Joe. So we're late, y'all. This was filed May 1st at least. I am following up on my previous email. What day would you like to meet at this place so you can present your case for extortion, and I can present my case for RICO and sex trafficking. We can have a conversation with federal prosecutors and Homeland Security investigators. I plan to fly in from Florida for the start of the Diddy trial. But I'm willing to come in today if you want to meet with the, I don't know what that is, SDNY, and Homeland Security tomorrow. I'm guessing some type of police or whatever. Latest flight, New York, let me know. Okay, so I've been emailing you for several days trying to get, I guess Joe Top. Oh, that's Fat Joe. What? Let's see who this person is. Oh, this person deleted their page. Oh, so he emailed Fat Joe's lawyer. His attorney has been emailed this. Ain't trying to get bit by the mosquito. So this attorney emailed Fat Joe's attorney. Says, I've been emailing you for the several days trying to get an answer for my invitation to meet with Homeland Security and federal prosecutors so you can present your claim, blah, 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 blah. Assuming you missed the last 3 emails, I tried to reach you here. It's mind-boggling that you're willing to tell TMZ that my client and I are attempting to extort Fat Joe, but you're not willing to accept my invitation to meet with federal prosecutors and investigators. One would think that if your client is being extorted, you would seize the opportunity to present the extortion attempt to law enforcement. So this has gone public now. It's been public, but it's gone public. He ain't playing. Let's go back to the thing. The suit came after Joe sued. Oh, shit. So Joe sued Dixon in April for extortion and slandering him on social media and claims, I would say that they're trying to say Dixon sued first and Joe suing him after. This is blatant retaliation. But this states that Fat Joe sued first. The suit comes after Fat Joe sued Dixon in April for extortion and slandering the rapper on social media, with many of the same claims that are in Dixon's lawsuit. And so Dixon sued him after. That's what Fat Joe claims, I guess. Let's watch some videos. Poetic Flacco. I don't know if I want to see Flacco. Let's see this woman.
Why would Lenore travel thousands of miles to get permanent dental implants?
The last thing you want is a woman doing reports about you having sex with minors or anything, or any sexual something. All right, let's listen.
Baby, this one is a doozy. What is going on? Remember we said that Diddy was going to set the level and that the prosecution... Oh my God, you guys, come in, sit down and shut the door. Fat Joe has just been accused of Diddy-like crimes, and baby, this one is a doozy. What is going on? Okay, listen.
Kind of wanted something a little more official. No way the Breakfast Club talked about this.
This with Lauren LaRosa.
Sometimes you have facts, sometimes you have details, sometimes you have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So Fat Joe is being sued currently for $20 million by a former hype man who claims that Fat Joe engaged in sexual acts with minors and coerced him as the hype man to engage in various sexual acts as well.
Oh, God. How much money?
$20 million.
The Pay Me Too movement strikes again.
Crazy.
Yes.
I don't even know why we're doing this.
This is the Pay Me
Man,
Too movement.
this sounds crazy.
We will get into why we are having this conversation.
Why are we just now talking about him having sex with minors? I don't think this kind of old right now. Like, when I say old, I don't mean like nothing should happen. I just mean like you was sitting on this information for this long.
So, and please, your sentiments are felt because
What cinnamon got to do with this?
sentiments.
I want a little cinnamon.
Your sentiments.
Y'all stupid, yo.
Yes, cinnamon got to do this because we have an audio clip of Reverend Al Sharpton. He spoke to Celia from TMZ.
What the hell has Reverend Al got to do with this?
He shares the same feelings that you guys share. Let me get through the report.
Oh, sorry.
Dang. Cinnamon and Reverend Al. Okay, so yes, so he's claiming that there was coercive labor, exploitation, financial fraud, sexual manipulation, violent intimidation, and psychological coercion. He's also claiming that, or alleging that there were minor women involved when it comes to the sexual acts with Fat Joe.
What?
Now, here is the thing that I didn't like about the reports. When this was reported, people reported this lawsuit and all these claims, but nobody reported the fact that Fat Joe.
Fat what?
Damn, Lauren.
Fat Joe sued.
That's pretty funny.
Hype man. Fat Joe.
Oh, Lord.
Fat Joe.
I just want to say that I think somebody should name themselves Fat Jew as a rapper.
Sued the hype man himself over a month ago, and when he
You
sued
said Fat Joe sued. I do remember that story. Fat Joe
Yes.
sued the hype man a month ago. Okay.
yes, he
So the
sued.
hype man was doing interviews. Fat Joe sued for defamation of character, said it was all lies, and now I guess he's returning the lawsuit with this, right?
Yeah, so back in April, Fat Joe sued his hype man and his attorney. His attorney is Tyrone Blackburn, after he alleged that they.
See,
See?
of course.
See?
There we go. That's usually my favorite question.
Like why are we doing
Who's
this?
the
then?
lawyer?
Like why? Like why? And then this is the whole thing. How is he suing for some other stuff that has nothing to do with him? Allegedly.
Well-
Like, you know what I mean? You the hype man.
I wonder, the way they responded to Tyrone Blackburn is as if he be on that bullshit rumor.
But you gonna say he was doing all this other stuff that has nothing to do with you?
In
That don't
fact-
sound
I
crazy.
didn't know Fat Joe had a hype man.
He hasn't had a hype.
Tyrone Blackburn is Lil Rod's attorney as well. Lil Rod is the guy that said Diddy. Well, Lil Rod is a producer allegedly or whatever. Lil Rod was suing Diddy because he said that Diddy was sexually assaulting or harassing him, and Diddy told Lil Rod, "Yo, let's go in the bathroom and make some beats." And so he went to the bathroom, and P Diddy busted in there naked. Yeah, so that's his attorney. I did not make any of that up.
Hype man in a long
I
time.
remember. I never remember this.
No, not for
Yeah.
many years.
So Fat Joe says in his original lawsuit that he actually received 2 letters demanding financial compensation before any lawsuit happened on his own. Before Fat Joe went and filed for defamation and all these things, he received these 2 letters. One of the letters was asking for a $20 million payout. That letter was sent April 21st. There was that post online that you're talking about, Envy, and then Fat Joe dropped his lawsuit. So I just thought that it was kind of unfair that people were quoting one thing and not talking about the other. But we talked about Reverend Al Sharpton. Let's take a listen what Reverend Al Sharpton had to say about black men being targeted.
I think that as long as we have seen this country, that blacks that have been prominent and now wealthy and prominent have been targeted because it's easy to go after them. I think we've got to be
Fat Joe is not black, bro. What are we talking about?
very balanced and say that we're not going to believe every accusation given against somebody, but at the same time we need to hold them accountable. If there is evidence of them doing wrong, they should not use their wealth and celebrity in our community to justify some misbehavior. So I've not said some things about some cases because the evidence bothers me. But others are just, in my opinion, just scam artists trying to take advantage. So I think that the price you pay for being wealthy is you have to behave like somebody under the spotlight.
He's right.
Now,
If Al Sharpton has to speak for you, right, wrong, or indifferent, you're screwed.
what did you say, Envy, when the audio went up?
What I say?
Nothing. So they were talking to him about different cases that are happening right now and different lawsuits. So they were talking about the Tyler Perry lawsuit that we talked about. They were talking about Diddy, and that's where this conversation came in. So yeah, I just think in these situations, it's not some of these
because
stories.
with black, he said black man. Now you talking about Fat
Yes.
Joe, but now it makes sense that you said you were talking about Tyler Perry.
'Cause you
Diddy,
said
and
Fat
everybody
Joe's
together.
not black.
He's Puerto Rican.
Yes.
He's Latino.
Bro,
Well-
why the hell do we play that if he was talking about Tyler Perry, bro? That's why I was like, yo, Fat Joe ain't even black, dog. So why they playing this?
Oh, speaking of,
Well, Envy not black either, though.
I am black.
Oh wait, I have a gold audio clip, right? I was so happy to get through this segment because Envy actually spoke out about his blackness on Juneteenth.
Oh,
Let's take a listen to this.
Nice.
They asked
On
me
Juneteenth, you are here celebrating as a black person.
because I'm black. I don't know where it is that people think I'm Dominican.
It don't seem like there's more information on this. DDG dropped a music video. If that's all the Breakfast Club has, that's all I have. So Fat Joe as a podcast, he probably won't be doing that anymore for the near future, unless he wants to be like Shannon Sharp and just truck through it. Problem is Shannon Sharp's situation is a legal woman, and Fat Joe's is minors. Ooh. Oh, anyway. So that's all we got for right now. If there's any more information, we'll get back at it. I got a show to be on. I got to be on MTV today. Yeah, that's all I can tell you. So I hope y'all have a great day. I hope y'all are blessed and all that good stuff. And have a good weekend. We'll probably get back to some stuff tomorrow. But as far as today, I got to get ready for MTV. So, deuces.